Hello guys, it is Unique here, and I hope you all are having a good day. And today I'm going to be telling you guys how you can make tons of money off CSGO, how a friend's friend made a ton of money off CSGO with only spending a couple of dollars. So I actually talked to this guy and I asked if I could share some of his tips on how he made money off CSGO in my YouTube video, and he said sure. And so for the first tip is to invest in something that will later increase its price. One example I was given was before every major like this 2016 Cologne one, Valve releases these stickers for each team, and they're currently $1, but they turn into 25 cents later on, and then a couple months after they tend to go up to $3 at least. This may not be true for the latest one, but I believe it will be like this. Also, he did mention a tip, like I said in my last video, how the Icarus foul is currently $70, but when the operation closes, it'll probably go back up to $120 since less are being dropped and more skins in that collection are getting dropped less, so more of them are not being crafted or dropped. So buying one of these skins while they're cheap and selling them when they go back up is a great investment in your money, and you can make tons of profit off of it. I'm sure most of you guys know this, but a bunch of people made a ton of profit off CSGO by buying the Titan Hollow stickers and the Katowice 2014 iBuyPower stickers when they were around $8, and now they're worth thousands. So a bunch of people made profit off of that, but you can't really do that today since they're so expensive and they're probably going to stabilize soon. Another method he used is CSGO Tradeup contract, which obviously I have a whole series on my channel, and some of them really can give you tons of profit, but you want to go with the low risk ones, which he said he used. Not necessarily mine, but other trade ups that were lower risk. You don't want to go with high risk or expensive ones. You want to go with more cheaper ones so you don't lose as much if you do lose. The biggest tip he told me that made him tons of money was betting on CSGO Lounge on pro teams. He would usually bet low on mediocre teams with a low percent chance and a high reward if they did win, and the occasions that he did win, he would make tons of money. But you can't go into this not knowing the teams and how they play. You really have to know if there is some potential betting on that, or bet super low. With betting, you do have the high risk of losing your money, so you do have to know what you're doing and bet low so you don't lose it all. Betting and gambling are completely different. Betting, you can make tons of money, and gambling, you can just lose it all with a certain coin flip or a roulette or something along those lines. You can lose it all in just a matter of seconds, so I'd rather go with smart betting over any type of gambling, which could be luck or anything. The last and biggest tip that he gave me was using keys instead of skins, because you can buy skins for cheap and flip them for more and make tons of profit off keys, because people think, oh, it's only 2 keys, but in reality that's $5, and if you keep on doing that every time, if cheap skins like that, you sell them for cheap, you make $5 profit every time, you become rich eventually. So now I just briefly wanted to share his story. So basically one day he was playing CSGO, and keep in mind he didn't spend money on CSGO before. He thought it was a waste, and he got a good drop after a comp game. He couldn't remember what it was, but he said it was around $6. I mean, and he used the skin for a while, but eventually he heard of CSGO Lounge and how you could bet on pro teams and stuff like that. So he got into it, and the first times he lost a bunch of times with his money, because he did sell the skin for like 3 other skins, but he did lose his money the first couple times. But one time he made a bunch of money, and apparently he put in about $3 on one of the bets on an 11% chance, and he got like 50 some dollars. Later on he discovered basically what I'm starting to discover, which is start using keys and start buying skins for cheap and flipping them for high. And eventually it took time. He said it took him about 7 months, but he doubled his inventory after a while. And he said the next 5 months he kept on gambling and betting and kept on converting his skins into keys, and now his inventory is worth about $700. Most of his inventory currently is keys, but he does have a fire serpent, which I think is just an awesome skin to have, since you only spent, I think he said, around $40 throughout the whole journey, which isn't all that much for how much he's got profit wise. He has plenty of other skins, but they're not worth too much. He has, you know, like an Asimov and a few other covert skins that are pretty nice. He has a cheaper knife, I think it's a butterfly knight, but he is planning on selling some of his skins on OP skins and actually making real world profit, which is just awesome since he spent $15 on the game and $40 on skins, and he's made so much money that he can actually spend it on real world things. Anyway, I thought I'd just share his story since he did the tips that he told me throughout it, invest investing in skins that are cheap or stickers that are cheap that will eventually go up, and also the betting with logic to it. And don't forget those dang trade-ups, you know, they can make tons of money if you use them correctly and you're lucky. So I really hope this video did help you guys learn how you can make money off CSGO, and it inspires you to just make money on CSGO and spend less on CSGO. But I do hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, please leave a like button. If you didn't, please leave a dislike, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. Peace.